When we talk about mental health, our words are more powerful than we think. Some of them can comfort, others can accidentally harm. And one phrase that mental health experts around the world are encouraging us to rethink is this one: committed suicide. If you've heard that phrase your entire life, it might sound normal. But today, I want to show you why it isn't just outdated. It's actually rooted in history, stigma, and a misunderstanding of what people with severe mental health struggles go through. Let's break this down gently, respectfully, and honestly. The hidden history, a word, committed, is usually used for crimes. We commit a sin, we commit a crime. But centuries ago, suicide was literally treated as a crime. In many countries, attempting suicide could get you arrested, punished, or even imprisoned. Families lost property. People were shamed publicly. Religion and law blended together and turned a mental health crisis into a moral failure. So when people said he committed suicide, it wasn't neutral. It meant he did something wrong. He broke the rules. And even today, that weight, that shadow, still clings to the phrase. Why it hurts people today. Here's the thing. It's the tragic end of an intense mental health battle, usually with depression, trauma, or overwhelming hopelessness. People who attempt or die by suicide aren't criminals. They're humans in pain. So when we say committed suicide, even if we don't mean harm, the word committed carries an old, heavy stain. It implies blame. It implies choice, when the truth is far more complicated. It subtly suggests that the person did something wrong. And for survivors, family members, or anyone who has struggled with dark thoughts, that wording can feel like judgment, like shame, like society is pointing a finger at the person instead of understanding them. The power of better language. So what do mental health professionals use today? They say, died by suicide, lost to suicide. These phrases remove blame. They describe what happened without attaching moral guilt, and they create a safer, gentler space for conversation. Because the moment we stop treating suicide as a committed act is the moment we'll start treating it as what it truly is. A mental health crisis. Changing our language won't magically solve everything, but it absolutely changes how we approach the people who are suffering. Why this shift matters. Imagine someone going through the darkest season of their life. Imagine they're scared to talk about it because they think people will see them as wrong or guilty. Imagine someone who already feels like a burden. And then imagine hearing that phrase, committed suicide. Sometimes, the smallest words add to the heaviest feelings. By changing our language, we help remove that unnecessary extra weight. We make it easier for people to reach out. We make it safer for friends, family, and survivors to open up. We show compassion before judgment. Understanding before blame. So no, we're not being too sensitive by avoiding the phrase. We're being human. We're acknowledging the truth that suicide is not a crime. And people in pain deserve support, not stigma. Words won't cure mental illness, but they can absolutely shape the world someone is living in. And if changing just one phrase can make that world a little kinder, a little softer, a little more understanding, then that's a change worth making every single time.